everyone. Greetings. It's Dino time. Is that what we're doing? I guess that's what we're doing for the time being. Anyway, this is Eric Hodson. This is the 100-day challenge. Trying to work on my comic book for at least 30 minutes for 100 days. Can't do it straight. I failed on that front, but I'm going to keep slugging at it and keep putting these videos out Monday through Friday at least. And with the weekends and conventions, it makes it a little bit hard, but I do keep working for at least 30 minutes every day on this story because I want to get it told, and I want to get to the point where I can start posting multiple chapters every single day possible. So yeah, I believe is this day 50 or 51? I don't know. I have to double check. But anyway, we are going to be doing the posting for what is now the official episode 4. Originally, I was trying to do a longer episode, but I have to post something this month, and we're at a good spot to end it. So we're going to end it there. So let me just give you a little bit of a preview before we do the official thing of the final finished art, at least. Where are we at? I get to see all my discombobulated folders there. That's not necessary. Okay. So this is just a kind of reminder of where we were with the finished art. I was doing the lettering, so we'll see how that turns out on the launch. But basically, we're picking up in the story with Dinosaur Man's woken up from being hit by the vehicle, and Chet there decides to grow a backbone and come at him, and it doesn't work out too well for Chet. And then Jota grabs for his blaster, and we get a nice little cliffhanger ending there. This has been a lot of fun, even though it's been a slow process to get this comic part done. I especially enjoyed doing this last panel. I think it is a good place to end on it. So without further ado, let me switch screens here on this. All right, so this is my dashboard we're seeing, and we've got The Dreaded Dinosaur is the title of this one, and we are ready to publish this episode. So here it is with the text all put inside of it. Wait, I've never run from a fight before. All this transport work is making me soft. All right, monster. And he charges in for battle. Not a good idea. Chomp. Alright, so this, remember yesterday I was having some problems because this font was because it was broken up in so many pieces, the gradient was resetting itself on each little piece, and I didn't want that. And I ended up doing a really nice contrast with some sort of 80s, pink and purple and blues, which I think looks pretty nice on the page. But that turned out pretty cool. And then we got the impact. I moved the from there to there because I thought it flowed better, and I liked having a larger chomp. No! Oh, hello, kitty cat. And he goes for his blaster, says some sort of stuff to get himself all revved up. Worried about his buddy. Time to face death. And yeah. So I got the Screerg shaped differently, like I said I was going to do. And then we have our credits page. I just thought it was kind of neat having it kind of bleed off into this. I don't know if people like it or not, but I thought it might be a cool idea. And we got our Twitter and all that, YouTube thing. Patreon support. I needed to put this in there. So thank you to Paul, who is the main contributor right now for the Dinosaur Man comic book. And anybody who signs up on my Patreon account for any of the Dinosaur Man specific rewards, your name will be added to this thank you page. So grateful for him. And I got an official hashtag Dreaded Dinosaur, got fan art. You can send it to dreadeddinosaur@gmail.com. So, yep, I'm happy with that. And so we're going to make it live. Would you cats please stop? And publish. Yes. Boom. Episode 4 is live. It's ready for you guys to read it. Check it out. Please comment on it, and hopefully we'll get some more subscribers added to us. Dinosaur Man's got 41 likes so far as a whole, and that's doing pretty good. 48 subscribers. Yep. So we keep growing a little bit at a time, and we'll get this comic out to the public and rich and famous, and there'll be Dinosaur Man action figures and a cartoon, and who knows. That's the goal, right? All right. So let's transition back. And we're going to keep on working and developing some stuff for this next chapter. Hey, my cat is in my windowsill, and she's a little perturbed because the kitten is around here too. I know, maybe they know I'm going live on YouTube, and they decide to come walk around and check things out. Alright, so we're still here, Clip Studio, still got to do some sketching and development on some of these panels. Got this new panel here. I think that would be a fun one to work on. Kind of bring things a little bit more into fruition. I'm looking forward to this part of the story getting done and ready. So let's get right into it. Oh, you know what? I'm in Clip Studio. I was doing this in, yeah, that's why things are different. Oh well, it'll be fine. They both sketch pretty much about the same. So for this panel, he's going to be looking up at Dinosaur Man. Dreaded Kitty Man, Catastrophe Cat. I don't know what you guys are getting at. I mean, come on, he's saving the day. Oh, now I got it, because the cats were up here. Yeah, you got a point there. They probably do feel left out. So I wonder if he should kind of sit kind of nonchalantly with his other arm, like it's resting on his knee there. Like, that might be kind of funny. If the bike's back here, I better put the tail over on this side so it's not covering it up. I'm still kind of in the rough drawing stages, so I'm not going to try to do anything super permanent. I would probably use drawing symmetry and turn that on to make sure this looks the best that it can. Maybe we'll put his paw kind of out to the side. Be a little bit bigger on the screen, I guess. So this is the broken up part of the he's basically jumped to the wreckage, so he's perched up there. And, you know, we'll just have a nice little meow. Maybe I should probably lower this just a little bit. One of the things that's good to do, good practice to do, is to, if you don't have a script, like I don't work from my word-for-word script, I work basically from a description of what I know I want to show. And then I kind of do a lot of the writing and the drawing part of it. So even if you don't know exactly what's going to be said, you want to kind of allow for the words. I haven't really been forthright in showing that I don't think with all the drawing, but that's something you definitely want to always be in mind of, because I think, you know, I want to have like a nice meow up here. So that's why I lowered that down. And then we'll worry about, you know, in jumping from Sketchbook Pro to Clip Studio, I lost my background paper. So I gotta redo that in order to make changes to the original layer. And I'll go back and resave this so I can keep working on it on my Surface Pro while I'm traveling this weekend. So tomorrow's show will most likely be a pre-recorded show. Just a heads up. Indiana Comic Con is this weekend, so that's where I will be handing out flyers for Dinosaur Man and hopefully doing some sketches. I'll be bringing some sketch covers and there we go. That's looking pretty decent. So this will be like a straight up side view. And this is the cliff facing. Oh, this will most likely be kind of the same background that's going on back there. I'll have to do some sort of like blurring effect here in the final art so I can get the idea that you've got fans or whatever that's kind of holding this thing in midair. Kind of like Luke's little speeder that he had on his original home planet, Dantooine. There was Tatooine and there was Dantooine. I wonder what the difference was. All right. So we're getting meow, and then a roar, and then a boop. And he snaps back to reality. I can't wait for readers to see this nice humanizing scene. Really shows the bond that these two have, and this expression here it kills me. I want to draw on it right now. Just kind of refine it. I just love it to death. It's kind of stunned. We could be releasing an official diagram of the D-Man universe, all the planets and names. I do have that in mind. I have that kind of hanging in my head. I'm thinking also of doing like the old Marvel Universe books where it was a character and a storyline, the origins. You know, each page I want to do something like that to support it. So I'm thinking about, like a map of the solar system and universe would be cool. Because I definitely want to. The galaxy is a ring galaxy around a supermassive black hole. Which, I mean, the physics of all that stuff is theory anyway. So I'm going back to the golden age of sci-fi where you could breathe on the moon. Well, maybe not that literal golden age of sci-fi where you could breathe on the moon, but the idea that we don't have any of the answers. That eye placement really changed the whole dynamic of it, just by moving the pupil over just a little bit. You should probably just have his full paw pressed up against him. Something like that. Gotta keep an eye on my time. I need to kind of keep this to about 30 minutes today because I've got other stuff to do and prepare for the convention. So I'm just going to keep noodling on this. If you guys got any more questions, feel free to throw them up in the chat. This is the first time I've tried to draw the side of his face. Oh, thanks so much. Happy Easter to you guys as well. I hate having to do a con on Easter, but it was scheduled before we even knew this was Easter weekend. I should have known that Indiana Con seems to always take this weekend for some reason. I might have to actually cut and paste and move this closer because I don't want to overdo the proportions of this arm. Because this arm should be the same length as this one, which means it gets to right about here. So yeah, I'll probably have to move that around. That's, you know, that's part of the benefit of drawing digitally, is that you can make these stylistic and editorial changes on the fly. You can work in layers, obviously, is, you know, just a huge bonus. I might be able to bring these two in a little bit closer, get a little bit more of him and a little bit more of this wreckage, and then, of course, behind them is just going to be this wall, this canyon part. So I'll probably just kind of keep looking at him like he's going to be looking at him in this one, like, all nice. And, you know, snaps him out of it. Also, I think I'm planning for the next section of this comic it might even be the next episode, but we're gonna go to somewhere else that we haven't been before. We're gonna go to Argon, the capital city of the planet. Yeah, the Argon is the working title. I'm not completely sold on it yet, but I might come up with something. It may come up with something. But anyway, so we're going to shift faces. We're going to meet the Queen, who oversees all of the slave trade, all the slave girls and slave guys, and all of the espionage stuff. And we're going to get a first appearance of her. It'll be a first appearance of the main bad guy. He'll be in shadow. Also, there'll be something going on there. So we're going to get a glimpse of the major metropolis of Tanalorn. And so, yeah, that'll be coming up either. If it's not part of this, which is now episode 5, it'll definitely be episode 6, because that's going to give us a cut till we can come back. Some time has passed, and they'll free Telexis and kind of pick up the pieces, and we'll be moving the story on. So. Anyway, yeah, I'm past the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Fairly straightforward. You know, I'm just working on my roughs and starting to build up each panel. Again, I mean, this is a process. Only a complete fool sits down and tries to do finished work without any sort of sketching going on, and you've got to plan it out. Otherwise, it just doesn't work right. I've yet to meet somebody who can successfully just do an outline of what they want to draw, and it's finished. They color it, and boom, and it'd be successful looking. Anyway, yeah. So continuing the process of Spaz's little epic rescue of the maddened Dinosaur Man. So anyway, guys, please take advantage of the fan art email and dreadeddinosaur@gmail.com. I'm going to have to do a new title card. This thing here that includes some of that info too. Patreon, I posted the sketch process for my latest wrestling piece. And I got another one in the works, a Shawn Michaels one right now. I just posted the loose rough on that. And of course, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff. Please like and share me on there. Subscribe, click the bell, make sure you're still subscribed for notifications on these videos if you want to keep watching me draw my comic, and above all else, get people to Webtoon. Tell them about Dinosaur Man so they subscribe and leave some comments. Please leave comments on this new episode 4. And anyway, we will, like I said, tomorrow will probably be pre-recorded. So I'll be doing that later tonight, and I'll be more working on this next episode drawing. Maybe we'll do something to do with the city. I don't know. I'm still planning that out. Anyway, thanks again, and we will see you again live on Monday, I believe. Thanks.